Morning, troops. It's Roy from the Geek's Adventures. Woohoo! Broadcasting today from my workshop in the basement in the Clintonville section of Columbus, Ohio. Yes, it's early. I know. Why am I up? No, actually, I'm not up that early. Grown up, body clock. So, let's see here. It's been about a day. Well, more like 36 hours. You know what I mean. From my last vlog entry, showing you the bits and pieces that were going to be this massive Batmech. So what happened yesterday? Well, I started at about 8, and cut glue, paste, cut. Hot glue gun. Cut glue. So what exactly happened? Well, after 5 hours, I went, oh crap, what time is it? So what happens when you lose track of time? You make something like this. This is it. Well, it's at about 90% completion. I'm still adding some details, bells and whistles, You can never have enough panel lines on a giant mech, okay, just saying. This is it in all of its glory. The Batmech connected to the giant Batwing transport bomber long range support extra jet plane carrier thingy, because it's not enough just to have a giant Batman robot, right? So for those of you familiar with Robotech, you're going, holy crap, he wasn't kidding. And for those of you not familiar with Robotech, you're going, what the heck was he talking about the whole? Okay. In one of the later chapters of Robotech, you have, of course, you got the giant jet planes turned into robots, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not enough when they do that. Remember, they merge at the butt. But this is my interpretation of it via a Batmech. Bing! The giant bat carrier transport thing, and of course the Batmech. So, let us look at the individual pieces. The Batmech itself, this is the piece from the Power Rangers dinosaur. Like I mentioned in my first video, it's cheap and it's pretty well it has decent articulation. So hey, perfect. So what I do, not a whole lot, a bit of clipping here and there, like clip some extra things up here so it looks like Batman. See, ears? Added some details, like I added my version of the bat symbol on the chest. Covered up a couple, there was some very magnificent sculpting on this piece, but a little too much, so I kind of covered up a couple things to kind of create some more panel lines. But the most important part is, well, the two important parts. One, it's Batman! He needs a cape or wings. I'm sorry, Edna, he's a bat! Get it? Even Batman Beyond, he had the wings. So, he has wings! And they fold, and they move. This is via a bunch of Bionicle pieces that I picked up in bulk, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, they fold, they move, so he can look like... see? Insert obligatory sound effects here. The other key thing that was added, along with the wings, part of the same thing, is this little connector piece here, which is some more Bionicle pieces. Yes, these two giant pegs are kind of obnoxious, but structurally speaking, it was the simplest yet elegant way of getting this to attach to this. Ideally, there should be some, magnets and... I work for a living! This took 5 hours! Sorry, there's only so much time you got to do this kind of thing. So, there we go. Oh, now you're wondering, well, wait a minute. Shouldn't it have a giant sword or something? Well, of course, duh. One of the really cool things that came in the Bionicle sets, and you got these giant things, you got melee weapons, this giant swordy thing! Look at how cool this thing is. So there happened. Oops, sorry. The little peg thing was a little short, so I was able to get an extender to it, so it can hold it in the hand perfectly. So yay! And the other sword actually came with, clipped it a little bit to kind of clean it up a little bit, and it goes in the other hand. So, Roy, the giant robot, has two giant swords it can swing around. It's not just a giant robot, it's a giant robot, not just with a sword. Two swords. One of them's really big and almost the size of the robot. Yeah, Miyamoto Musashi right now is going, oh god, why me? Why not? So yay, there's the bottom part. This is the robot part. Now the other part is the Batmech transport part. So hidden in here is the little falcony thing that you saw before. Yay! Got the bat head to fit on. From there I just went nuts. Yes, this thing has two wings. And yes, they fold. See? Two wings. More Bionicle pieces, again, because they give really cool articulation and they give it kind of a dynamic and wah, 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 wah. Let's see here. The back end, didn't want it to be too front heavy. Well, this thing's front heavy anyway. So I extended the back a little bit. This is where the tail for the little falcony thing is. And what I did was I extended the tail a little bit, added wings because gotta have wings. The giant yellow things, these are from, believe it or not, this little funky looking, Y-shaped thing is actually cut from a kitty litter container. The molding around the kitty litter container at the top has all these funky ridges and stuff that look really cool. So, hey, they look like stuff. So they turned into engines. This is the giant tail. I don't know if I took a picture of it from the first video, but this is from the giant mass of parts that I got. Let's see here. Oh, and this is the other this is the other really important part. And this is the connection here that allows the mech to attach to the bomber support carrier, blah 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 thing. You got these U-shaped pieces here have little holes in them here, go across. They also have these giant notches in them to hold ball joints, but they've also got these little holes up here. So the posts connect in the holes. I'll show that to you in a minute. Yeah, they got this. Let's see here. The engines move! Why? Why not? They're air brakes. See? The engines go. See, air brake. Never mind. To add a little more movement, I found a little hingey thing in here in my bits box so that the tail can kind of do this kind of thing. The Falcon Zord piece had two little legs, but one of the feet was missing, so cut off the other foot. And the legs, though, have extenders on them, and it becomes landing gear. See? So it can land. See? Land. Oh, so there you go. And of course, you've got all this extra movement. Why does it go up this way? Why not? I have hypothetically a 400-foot tall robot with two giant swords. So why not have the tail do this? VTOL maneuverability stuff, yeah. This is what happens when they merge. Again, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Got to fold up the wings here. Let's see here. So yeah, they fold there, and that folds in there, and da-da-da. Now you're wondering, so in the cartoon, what kind of crazy explanation did they have for having the robot attached to the giant jet plane thing? In the Robotech sourcebook from Palladium, because of short-range weaponry that the robot had and the long-range weaponry that the other thing has, so blah, 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 tactical reasons. So, same thing here. the giant carrier bomber thingy has giant cannons and missiles and long range stuff, and this has short range and can take on short range enemies and blah 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 blah. And it makes this cool giant thing. Yay! Now, of course, you're also kind of wondering, well, those of you who are into building this sort of thing are probably going, dude, how are you going to display that? I'm not sure. I want to display it this way with the two pieces merged because it just looks cool. The dynamic look of it, and I mean, I can put it in poses and junk like that. So, I mean, it just looks cooler. Yes, I can do it in the landing mode, and it'll work perfectly fine. Blah blah blah. But this, so the plan at this point is to build more, build this giant thing that will actually drop down from here. I mean, not just have this in a landing position, but outright have a giant post in here, a stand down here, so that it does look like this thing is flying. Not that hard. I mean, that's just a matter purely of physics, making sure that it's at the center of gravity and blah, 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 blah. I mean, pretty basic stuff. The question for me becomes, okay, do I want to just obviously make it a stand? Do I want to make it a simple stand, or do I want to make it a diorama so that, there's a sense of story to it and have, blah, 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 more, blah, 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 blah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is where we're at. And you're also thinking, you said it's 90% done? It's almost there. There's still details I want to add to it. Like in the front here, for me, they're balance. So little things, more panels, blah, 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 blah. But overall, this is done. It's really cool. Anyway, I'm running out of time. So anyway, there you go. There it is. Will this be painted in the next? Considering how much build I still have to do on this, it's probably going to be like next week when it gets done, or as done as these things ever get. But yeah, this is what it looks like at this point. So there you go. Hey, y'all have a good rest of the weekend. May the odds be in your favor. May the force be with you. And as always, 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 be good to each other. Okay, peeps? Take it easy.